Ever worry too much about making mistakes that it actually takes away from you having fun in soccer? Well, then stick around for Soccer Fun, how to have more fun playing soccer. Hey, I'm Dylan Joseph, soccer trainer and #1 best-selling Amazon author. To increase your skills, overcome average performances, and boost your self-esteem, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. And stick around to the end of this video for the 5 best way to reduce pregame jitters before a big match. Today, we're covering the mindset that will actually make soccer more fun. Imagine you have 2 big games upcoming this weekend. Before the first game, your parent tells you, this game will be a great challenge. It'll really test what you're made of. And I'm excited for you to compete tomorrow. Come game time, you're alert and excited to play. Your body's releasing adrenaline and you're ready to rock. You play hard and you contribute to your team's victory. Congrats. Before the second game that weekend, your parent has another conversation with you where they say, the other team is coming for you. Even though you guys were in first place all season, this team is really trying to threaten your championship run and could do something about it tomorrow against you guys. Before the game starts, you seem nervous and tense. Your body is releasing cortisol and you want to be anywhere else but on that soccer field. At first glance, they seem like 2 pretty similar and common situations that your parents will say with you where they're trying to show support and love. Notice, before that first game, your parent referenced the game as a challenge, but before that second game, they referenced it as a threat. In modern psychology, this is what's called a gain or a challenge versus what's called a threat or the loss prevention mindset. Viewing a game as a challenge means that you can gain from it. Viewing it as a threat means that you have everything to lose. And could you give this video a like? In the 2019 Champions League semifinal, Barcelona, after the first game, took a commanding 3-0 lead against Liverpool at their home Camp Nou. Liverpool would need to score 4 goals without conceding any at their home of Anfield in order to advance to the Champions League final. To make things more difficult for Liverpool, 2 of their 3 starting forwards, Salah and Firmino, were out with injuries. Barcelona was threatened. They had everything to lose, and just the season before, they got knocked out in a similar situation against Roma. Whereas Liverpool had 2 forwards that weren't even expected to do anything or play, and they viewed it as a challenge. They realized they were expected to lose and loved the challenge. Sure enough, Origi and Wijnaldum each scored 2 goals to lead their team to the 4-0 victory they needed to advance to the Champions League final. However, the next night in the other Champions League semifinal, the Tottenham Hotspurs were down by 3 goals after 45 minutes, 2 from that game and 1 from the game before. Tottenham Hotspur forward Lucas Moura realized that his team needed 3 goals in only the last 45 minutes of the game in order to advance to the finals. Similar to Barcelona, Ajax was threatened because they had everything to lose. In the next 45 minutes, they needed to prevent Tottenham from scoring 3 goals instead of focusing on bettering their own cause and scoring more themselves. So, what did forward Lucas Moura do? He went in and he focused on getting those 3 goals. So how do you make sure you're focusing on a challenge without being threatened? First, ask yourself what mindset you are in before the game. Understanding where you're mentally at makes it easier for you to get mentally where you want to be. Second, it's important to understand that you should never let up on an opponent. Anson Dorrance, the coach of the University of North Carolina women's soccer program, has won 22 national titles. When Dorrance's team went up by a goal or 2, they would never ever let up because they never wanted to cultivate that threat mentality. Instead, they focused on scoring more goals, having that challenge attitude where they wanted to continually build their skills and abilities as soccer players in each and every game. Third, avoid using threats or guilt to motivate yourself. While using threats is a great short-term motivator, over the long term, it causes emotional damage in players. So, using fear as a motivator actually takes the fun out of playing soccer. A threat implies that you don't believe in yourself to overcome the problem, whereas having it viewed as a challenge makes it a lot easier for you to overcome that adversity. Therefore, do not say things like, oh, I won't be able to play with my friends if we don't win this game, or, oh, I'll be in a bad mood for the rest of the day if we don't win. If thoughts like that enter your mind, simply dismiss them and view it instead as a challenge. To learn more about this topic, grab the book Soccer Mindset using the link below. That first thing that you can do to minimize the effect of pregame jitters is to realize that they're normal. Most players are going to have them before a big game, but the trick is to reframe it in your mind. You don't want to see it as nervous energy. You want to see it as, oh, my body's excited and ready to perform. Excitement is huge, nervous, not so good. Second, come to the game a little bit early. 2, make sure to warm up mentally and physically. Make sure to get the blood flowing by doing those dynamic stretches in order to warm your body up. Number 3, visualize Visualize your performance. Mentally rehearsing the things that you'll likely overcome and experience in a game make it a lot easier and reduce your game jitters because you're already practicing in your mind before you actually go and play out on the field. Focus on deep breathing, and that's deep breathing with the stomach going out instead of your chest going up and down to help reduce some of that nervousness and pregame jitters. And number 5, distracting yourself. So whether that be talking with a friend, doing homework, watching YouTube videos, or even looking at memes, finding something that helps you take your mind off the game and actually brings you a little bit of enjoyment is a great way to reduce your pregame jitters. All these activities are ways that you can mentally distract yourself so you don't focus on your pregame jitters. Personally, my favorite is looking at soccer memes. And if soccer memes are something that you enjoy, be sure to follow me at @UnderstandSoccer on Instagram for fun soccer facts as well as soccer memes. So subscribe to avoid missing the next weekly video on how to get your mind ready for the game. And click here for the video on Cristiano Ronaldo's mindset.